Come with me today to see the practical side of development. It's good having the education, it's amazing doing all the courses, it's unbelievable being part of all the networks, but the best form of knowledge is actually seeing it firsthand. Today, 3 developments, a group of my people around me, mentored by the right person, me. So let's hit the road, check up on some of my developments, and hopefully catch some of my builders working. Site 1 now. Guys, theory, knowledge is awesome, like I said, but being on site and actually seeing the practical side of it is key. So I get to bring people who are part of my group, who are my joint venture partners, who are on my Earn and Learn 52-week courses. They get to come once a month out with me to active sites. My contractors are here today. They are going to answer any questions that the people have for them, and no one else does this kind of stuff. We've made the site as safe as possible. Everybody is in safety gear. We have made sure it's a soft site that we brought them to with contractors, so there's no possibility of anybody getting hurt. And the feedback is always insane. So let's go inside, let's see what's going on. And I also get to check up on my builders. Are they actually doing what they say they are doing? Well, of course they are, because they're my builders. This house is absolutely flying. You was here about a week or a week and a half ago, and the difference in it now is, it's literally how long from completion, Craig? 5 weeks from completion. So this house was bought as a leasehold property, and I don't like leaseholds, but we bought it as a leasehold because I knew I could get the freehold. So I got the freehold for £22,000, I think it was. And the day that we completed from the seller to become the buyer, the owner, we completed on the freehold the same day as one. So we got it all tied up together from the people who own the freehold to give it to us. And I think I paid 180 grand or something like that for this house, and got it all tied up. When we came in here, the kitchen was where you guys are. And then we've reconfigured the whole property. Now here, if you'd have come a couple of weeks ago, you would have seen like a goalpost system. It's like a structural system with the steels. And that was because what you're standing in right there is actually an extension. So some of us are so like egotistical that we know best. But sometimes when you've got a contractor, let them lead a little bit. If they tell you like, this would look okay, it's not them trying to always make that extra pound, but it's making the house what it needs to be, or the property what it needs to be. Profit in this, 50 grand. If I flipped it and made 50 grand on this, but I have no intentions of selling it. You should put it in the group and share your shit and show people. I've been to site 1, and as you can see from the interaction of the group, these visits are super important because they get to interact with builders, they get to see a live site, they get to see what goes into a development come to fruition, and they start to understand how my brain works as well. When I add certain rooms or downstairs toilets, or I extend a bathroom into a bedroom to make it a 4-piece bathroom instead of a 3, or if I want to add extensions, how my spotlight calculations work. Like, I mean, these are all minor things, but to people who don't know, these are huge things that will help them on their journey. So the practical side of it, the tours I do are one of the best education days in the UK. Property number 2 of my tour day. Now guys, again, practical. So I'm showing them a 4-bedroom house that I'm converting into a children's care home. And once they're in here and they've seen it and they've looked at the plans and they've been around the property. So that first room that you walked into, that's going to be a staff office and a bedroom. And then obviously we've got a utility and a staff shower there, which is in the middle, which is literally behind Liz. And then the second bedroom and the office is the one that we was all standing in just. And then We're in the communal living area coming through into the kitchen. They understand how I can make something like this into a care home. And I think because they're on site and they get to see it, their brains can comprehend it, because some people can't see it just from a picture of a property. So practical side of things again shows how important it is. Got the keys when I came back. Knew that I wanted to extend it because it was only half the size of this house here, so it was only up to there. Applied for double story extension, applied for the single story. Now this is permitted development. This is under PD rights, this is. So we put this in first, got authorised on this, then we put the double story in once so we could build this, and we put full planning in for that. We had a bit of an issue with that because they wanted us to do an 800 step back from the front, where I wanted it all flush. So we had to go backwards and forwards. We give and take a little bit. So I had another planning on the one at the bottom of the road, and I had another planning on that one just behind there that was all in at the same time. So I agreed to step back on that one if I could come out on this one and have that one go into the left a bit more. So we used all three as one. So we got what we wanted. These were built on, we had to have raft systems. So I don't know if any of you know what that is. So basically the ground was unstable. We couldn't hit the solid ground to build the foundations on. So we had to build a system which is a raft system, like interlocking mesh, and it creates stability, pour concrete on top of it, and then we can build. So that was 15 grand extra on top of the cost. But we've hit no real problems with this build apart from the delays on the ground, the foundation system, and also the electric meter being moved took 12 weeks for it to be moved. But other than that, this has been quite a decent project. Just do something where it's manageable, because you'll probably do a 2-bedroom back to brick and you'll shit your pants. And you'll be like, nah, I ain't doing property anymore. Because it isn't easy, but it's doable if you do it in the correct steps and you get the right education. So a lot of educators will tell you that a 2-bedroom back to brick is 14 grand. And you go out doing it because you believe it, because you don't know anything else, because you trust what they say. You can't even get a kitchen, a bathroom and the house painted and carpeted for 14 grand in today's world. So you've got to get the right people, the right education, the right knowledge, understand what's going on, and you have to be active on sites like this. You have to be around. Like some of the things that you guys fucked up on today, you had Craig. You actually had a contractor who does 9 projects for me. You should have asked him a load more things. You should have been on the way there when I said there's a contractor and you can ask him questions. You should have had a list of questions. But it's very difficult off the cuff, I know. But next time, ask these people the questions, get what you want out and find out what you want to know, because you're actually getting it from people who are on site. We do this is our job. So you need to make sure that when you're doing property, don't just fall for the online course. Don't just fall for the in-person education. Think, right, are they actively doing something as well that I can learn from? Are they really out there? Are they up-to-date costs? Are they up-to-date legislations? Do they know what's going on in the world? Do they understand it, X, Y, and Z? So you need to take advantage of all of these days if you are genuinely trying to become the best at what you do. Because with me, if I was in your shoes, any single time I got an opportunity to go anywhere, I'm going, because I need to know what's going on, because I want to become the best at what I'm doing.